They have you fighting MMA fighters now. They have you doing all this stuff. How do you?
It's possible. You know, it's possible. So it was a name. It was a name that was shot at me. But the rumors that y'all been hearing is the rumors that I started. It may not be a rumor. So keep your fingers crossed. It may be a boxer versus an MMA fighter. So we just don't know.
About two guys. When you talk about two guys in a fight, you got Floyd Mayweather, arguably the greatest of all time, undefeated, 49-0, and you got Conor McGregor, who is by far, like he said, the biggest star in mixed martial arts. This is a fight that the world will be watching.
What do you tell all the fans about Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor? Because the whole world is breaking the internet.
Oh man, I gotta say Conor McGregor, he's tough. He's a tough competitor. And most guys that Conor McGregor, every time he go out there and fight, when he kick ass in a stand-up position. So if the fight does happen, which I truly believe is going to be record-breaking, I'm truly blessed way beyond belief. And I can't overlook no one. I'm pretty sure we're going to have a master plan to make that fight happen. It hasn't happened yet, but we locked down some dates.
I don't know if you saw this, but Monday morning you took over the internet. Front page of every newspaper about what you said, that the only fight you're coming back for is McGregor. And at first people were
Conor McGregor?
At first people thought you were joking, but now when they see that it's coming to fruition and may be the real deal, everybody's into it.
We just working. Everything takes time, working. We haven't talked yet, pretty sure we'll get to talking real soon, because I know everyone wants to see this fight before the end of the year. Is Conor McGregor a power puncher? From what I see, absolutely. But don't ask for a Floyd Mayweather number. Because we can go to the Guinness Book of World Record and go look at all my records, but then when we pull up his name, you ain't gonna see shit.
For Conor McGregor, because that sounded like Floyd Mayweather. You said you started that rumor yourself. So that sounded like you were looking for a little attention, no?
Well, it's really not a rumor. The fight may happen. We really don't know as of right now. But do I think the fight will happen? Absolutely.
Really? Are we talking a boxing match or an MMA match?
A boxing match, because most fights that Conor McGregor won inside that, inside the octagon, he was a stand-up guy.
As anyone's ever seen.
If you're asking would I like to fight Floyd, I mean, who would not like to dance around the ring for $180 million?
Yeah.
If we were to fight I certainly know he would not want to step into my world, the world of pure unarmed combat, where there is no limitations. But I most certainly would step into his world.
Conor McGregor's an MMA fighter. He uses your name before his last fight. He's calling your name now. What do you make of that, of another sport, another fighter wanting to fight you?
I try to play the background. That's why when the fighters fight, I don't get in the ring and try to steal the fighter's shine. Sometimes the fighter asks me, please come in the ring. And when they ask me to come in the ring, that's when I go. But most of the time I try to stay on the sideline. I had my time to shine. Great career. It's time for these other young fighters to shine.
I think a lot of fans are wondering this. No matter what happens in this fight on August 26th, are we going to see Conor McGregor in UFC again?
I think we will. Obviously, Conor and I have been talking a lot throughout this negotiation, and he wants to turn around and fight again this year. And that's, after he fights Floyd, he wants to turn around and fight again this year, and that's one of the million reasons why people love Conor McGregor.
Press conference and Conor brought your name up. Is that finished now, or do you think it'll ever happen?
Within my company, I'm the boss. I call the shots.
He might be the Floyd Mayweather of UFC, or he's took some things from you to be...
If he did, if he did steal my blueprint, I think it's a good thing. He's a hell of a fighter. He can fight, he can box real good. As far as stand-up, he's very good. How are we going to fight? I just don't know.
Floyd wants a boxing match. And I've already said, no problem. Get my fucking money. And when you get my money, then we can box in this boxing match under these set of specific rules that will keep you alive. I'm here. Where's my money? You keep dropping my name and you haven't got the money, then I'm going to show up at your front door. So we'll see. But Floyd does not want a fight. Floyd wants a match under a specific set of rules. I don't need rules.
They're real.
I hear the boy talking, said he gets 100 million, I get 7 million. That's a pay cut to me. I don't take pay cuts. I thought boxing was where the money was at. 7 million is absolutely laughable. He's talking 100 million. I'm also talking 100 million. I'm 27 years of age, and I'm just about halfway through a $100 million contract.
McGregor fight. You didn't see it, or?
No. I didn't know Conor undefeated. But I didn't know that he had a reign in MMA for 20 years and undefeated, and was world champion in 5 different weight classes. That's something I didn't know. If you're saying he's the Floyd Mayweather of the MMA, I'm trying to find out. Have you ever made 300 million in one night? Have you ever made 100 million in one night? Never compare Conor McGregor to me. That's a total disrespect. Once again, I'm an elephant. Elephant don't beef with ants. You know, elephant is so large you don't even see ants.
I laugh when people say punch his chance. Oh wow, he's gonna punch. Madonna couldn't hurt him. Pacquiao couldn't hurt him. Canelo couldn't hurt him. You know, so we got to be in the real world a little bit, even though I know we're trying to sell this, and it is going to be a Super Bowl type event. I get it.
This is a super fight.
This is the fight where all the Hollywood stars come out, Jay-Z's, the Puffys, the Beyoncés. This is it. It gets no bigger than this, and it will be a star-studded affair. This will be the biggest event ever. Everyone will be talking about this for years to come.
I'm a two-weight world champion in the biggest organization in free fighting, period. There's no limitations where I come from. Floyd's not ready for this. Much respect to Floyd, he's a solid businessman, what he has been able to do. But as far as real fighting, Floyd don't want none of this. He wants a boxing match. He doesn't want to fight. Tell him to run around Showtime offices. I want 100 million cash to fight.
And I'm not knocking MMA guys. I'm not knocking McGregor. I'm just being honest. He's in there with a caveman. I mean, McGregor might be one of the better strikers out there, and I don't know if he is, but he might be. But he's not. When he's in the world of boxing, he doesn't really live up to being on the level of a C-level fighter. I mean, with the experience.
If you were invited, would you go along?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would.
Do you know, I think that's the attitude of everybody to it, Mike. You know, nobody wants to see it, but everybody will go and see it.
Yeah, that's just what it is. I just like Conor's a personality. He's a big personality. We ain't gonna get any. It's very rare to get a personality like that. See, Floyd don't have that personality. Conor got that personality.
Yeah, it'll be at the T-Mobile Center in Vegas. It'll be at 154 pounds. They'll wear 10-ounce gloves. It'll be in a ring. It's a boxing event. Mayweather Promotions will build the undercard for it, and we got this thing done.
Sugar said that a fight with you and Conor would go 1 round.
That's a damn lie.
Sugar came out and said that it would go 1 round.
I can't sit right here and knock Conor McGregor. I'm not here to knock a guy. He's the second biggest name.
He just want to breathe on you. That's all.
Conor McGregor is the second biggest name in MMA. So I'm not going to sit right here and knock Conor McGregor.
Yeah, and the thing is this, you know, for the boxing community to be disgusted, first of all, it's about the fans. What do the fans want to see? And if you're a fan of combat sports, this is the greatest end of the year ever. Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor are going to fight. Triple G is going to fight Canelo. I got a great lineup for the rest of this year, and so does boxing. If you look at this thing, right, and you look at how big this fight is, and you look at how big both of these athletes are that are involved in this fight, if Conor does knock Floyd Mayweather out, he is the biggest athlete on earth. I mean, he's the biggest athlete anywhere. On other planets, he's the biggest athlete. It's pretty crazy.
Are there any thoughts to a future potential boxing match with Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah, of course. Right now I have Floyd running around the Showtime offices gathering my money. That's what he's doing. He's running around the Showtime offices begging for those executives to come up with 100 million cash for me to fight me. So as soon as he gets my money, we can fight.